Hey guys, Grease Monkey C4 here, coming to another video. Today we're working on Go Kart again, another one. This one is going to be more lower to the ground, no suspension, and it's going to be driftable. So this is what we're working with so far. I made a quick frame up. Got some 30-degree bends here to make like a, this is the rear end and this is the front. So it's all one pipe. Mostly now. So yeah, so we got some stuff. We got the seat, it's like a boat seat I like using for the rear, where the axle go. Got these hangers I built here, and weld these special little brackets I made. Got little pins you bend down, and that holds the bearings in. These are 1 inch by 2 inch bearings. So that'll be for the rear axle. I got a 1 inch rear axle going in the rear. And then on the front, I got these spindles from a lawnmower, cut them off. Gonna weld a piece of pipe on about 4 to 5 inches so they stick out a little bit. So yeah, got those. Got ourselves a 6.5 horsepower engine. And I already got a clutch on it. A 10-2 sprocket. So that should be good. I did take the governor out already. And it has a stage 1 cam in it. We're running 16s, 16-inch on the rears. They're like 4 inches wide wheelbarrow tires, I think. They're more durable than wheelbarrow tires. Then on the front, we're running 13s. So yeah, they're about 4 inches wide as well. So something simple. For a small row, like not a row cage, but like a row bar, it's gonna be just some of this tube. Cut it and weld it in, just in case it roll over, just behind the seat. Yeah. For engine plate, got right here 1/8 inch plate steel. Not gonna go somewhere around in here. Still gonna figure it all out. Still gotta roll a couple more bars in here. 2 for the seat to bolt onto. Another one in the center, somewhere around here. And 1 back here for the engine plate to go onto. But yeah, so I'll keep you updated. Next, I'm gonna be cutting some bars, to, some cross pieces in here. Just stiffen it up. And something to bolt the seat to. So let's do that. Okay guys, got the support bars in. 1 up there so I can put the engine plate, 2 there for the seat, 1 there for the support for the steering wheel. So yeah, got that done. Going to weld up these brackets and then weld them on the frame so you can put the axle in after. Okay guys, got the rear axle in. Just simple. Got the bushings in, not the bushings, bearing housings welded together, and they are in. And the little like bent clips hold the bearings in. So if you ever need to replace it, you can. Yeah, I welded the axle totally in. So that's all welded in nice and solid, and all nice and perfectly straight. Doesn't wobble at all. And then I made a couple of these little rings that slide on the axle, and you put a couple tack welds. Just hold it from going so the axle can't slide back and forth. Yeah, so I got that in, all nice and perfect. Gonna throw the tires on and work on the front up a little bit. Okay guys, and on the front, we're gonna be using these bigger thick tube. They had these 3/4 inch bushings in them. I would like to put some bearings in there, in these rims, but I can't find them at this moment. So to get a rolling chassis, using some bushings and some pipe. This pipe will slide into here. I'll give it a quick tack weld just on the outside edges so it won't move. And then the bushings will slide into the pipe that in the rim that go on a 3/4 inch shaft. That what my 2 steering arms are. These here. these are 3/4 inch, so they're a little more beefier than 5/8. And put some little bit of tube on the outside edges and then weld those on. Okay guys, got the rear tires on the back. I just welded them on for now. Later on, when I get some special clamps, I can weld them on. But yeah, that'll do for now. Got the front steering arms on. I got a 3-inch riser. Comes up. So that's all perfect. And then, yeah. So they're all perfect. I gotta rotate these to like somewhere out here. And then yeah. But yeah, with this sitting up about 2 inches, 3 inches, it should be just enough for those thing. Okay guys, got the rims on. Now welded up. I had to put shims in there, so yeah. But yeah, it's spaced out the width I want. Just gotta get a clip going there. On this side I got a tire on this one. Just loosely, not on the rim yet, but yeah. So about that, the height is gonna be sitting at about 4 fingers high. So perfect. The seat is just sitting there too. So yeah. Okay guys, I know it's hard to see, but got some more work done on the go-kart. Got the seat welded on and the engine plate. And I got a roll bar somewhat in place. Got these little small ball rods here, so it added some more support. But yeah. Okay guys, a little bit more better daylight out than at night. Seat is on, roll bar is on, support brackets, and engine plate is on. I drilled out some holes just now, and that's how I'm going to bolt on this engine. Yeah, it's got some bolts. I'm going to bolt it on. Well, got the engine bolted on, as you can see. So, all ready for the chain, and ready to go, almost. Hey guys, Grease Monkey 34 here. Time to do another video about the 6.5 horsepower go-kart project. It's been about a couple months since I worked on it, but now I'm getting back to work on it again. We're in my old mobile base in the back of the truck. So this is the beast, 6.5 horsepower with the cam, aftermarket cam, and governor. We took out the governor. So did that, so this thing engine is putting out some power. We do have the clutch on, but not the chain yet. I do have the chain here, and fuel tank is installed and the fuel line is hooked up. Pole starter hooked up, kill switch is just sitting there, but that's fine. The axle is in, the rear tires are in. The roll bar is in from last time. The seat, it bolted down. But today we're going to be working on the steering part. So this is the steering right now. I took out the, I don't know what they call it, the steering arms. I either take the grinder and just snip it right there and then it pulls out. They're over rusty, sitting over the winter. So I cleaned them up. And I'm going to be, where are the brackets? These are the brackets, they were on top. I'm going to be cutting them and welding them in about here. So it'll be like that shape. Let's see if I can get through this. Something like this. And I cut that end off and shove it in there a little bit more. And that weld that in, and then the steering will be down here. Lower. We want it lower. So okay guys. Got the pieces welded on. I know they're pretty crappy, but they're what they can do at the moment. To take it to the grinder and clean it up. This one turned out a little bit better once you get it dialed in. So got that all sorted. Now I got this one too sorted up. I'm slow. I did tack welded it for now. So on this piece here, I'm going to drill 2 holes. One for each steering arm, or steering linkage. I got the chain soaking in some WD-40 in the corner, so yeah. Okay guys, welded in this square bar across here, so they can bolt the steering to it. Plus I gotta weld 2 little tabs off of this tube to go to these brackets. So yeah, gonna do that next. Weld 2 little tabs from here to from there to there, so we can bolt that side up too with 4 bolts. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then on the front side it's a steering arm that goes back and forth to run a rod to there to there, and it'll be super low, close to the frame. I am gonna weld a bar in here, right across from here to here, so it'll be more strong, and then somewhere else to put the floor pan in. They're gonna go, the floor pan gonna go right over top of everything. Okay guys, I got the brackets welded in, one here, and then I got an extra pipe welded in between the main bars. It'll strengthen this whole steering setup. And then I got a piece of tin and I flattened it, edges, and I'm gonna go right in the center here. So I'm gonna tack weld it in now. Then take that, drill some holes through here, and bolt it in the steering assembly. Okay guys, working on the go-kart again. Got the floor pan in, all tack welded around, so nice and solid. Got the steering pots out, and then I got some special washers and bolts to fit onto there to like build them up a little bit. And now I'm gonna put those steering arms back on and drill some holes in this, in the mounts, and bolt it on. And you know, make up some steering rods. Okay guys, I got these welded on.
Who's this?
So now that perfect. And same over here. So nice tight fit, and it turns so nice. I do have a grease nipple on this side. I'm gonna put some grease in it. Now I'm gonna mount the stand box. I'm just gonna drill 4 holes in both locations and bolt it on. Okay guys, got it bolted down nice and solid. That's not gonna go anywhere. Now I'm gonna drill 2 holes in here, and they're gonna go to here. It'll be 3/8 steering rods. Okay guys, got it all hooked up to steering rods.
That smell looks so ugly.
So it steers it perfect. So it should be perfect, so yeah. Okay guys, just put the steering wheel on, welding it up, because it's just a dummy steering wheel for now. But it works great actually. So I'm gonna see about hooking up the throttle linkage. Okay guys, got tires on. This one over here got a nasty big hole in it, so I put some plugs in it for now until I get a tube, I guess. Got the throttle pedal hooked up, the situation. Just gotta get a spring and put the cable on. Got a little mount down here with the cable to run in. So yeah, it steers so good. Like one finger. I like it. Okay. Now we're gonna hook up the throttle cable and put on that chain I still didn't put on. Okay guys, got the throttle linkage hooked up. This is something basic for now. Got the cable ran up here
I'm gonna
to a block.
ice.
To a block, and then the cable runs in there, and then there's a little pin holding the cable in. And then I put a spring on that piece. So when you hit the throttle now, back here, it'll operate the thing. So that should be good there now. I'm going to tighten the chain and we're ready for a rip, I think.
Oh yeah, he's coming.
What happened? What happened?
What happened to you?
What the heck?
He might have thrown his wheel.
What happened?
The wheel got...
What happened, Uncle? What? Actually?
Oh!
Okay guys, got this thing going yesterday, but we kind of broke some things, or broke one thing at the steering assembly. It kind of just hanging in there. So I'm gonna unbolt these. Gonna try to reuse this again, the whole steering assembly, because I do like the gear ratio in it. So what I'm gonna try to do is unbolt these, make some angle brackets to bolt into here, and weld these into the frame. Then it can't pivot back and forth to break anything off. I think these mounts down here were too brittle by themselves. When you're trying to like put some side-to-side pressure on it, it would just snap off. So if you had the angle steel going straight up, it should support it enough. So we're gonna try that. Other than that, the front end held up no problem. These little bushings I made, rubber bushings I made, they slid down, but that can be fixed by a washer. And the throttle pedal will work great. I might put a spring on it, but that's mostly it. So let's fix this thing up. Okay guys, working on the steering, and I think I got something set up here. Some angle iron welded onto there, and then some tube steel onto here, and that make it nice. It fits it nice and tight. And now I'm just gonna have to drill a couple holes and bolt it on. But it not going nowhere. Not this time. That should be way stronger than before. And add support to it, like side by side. Okay guys, got it bolted in. So the 4 bolts on both sides, so the 8 bolts all together. And it does say this thing is solid. There's no way it's gonna break, I don't think. I think the only weak point would be like somewhere in here or something, but that pretty thick plastic, like over a 1/4 inch thick. So I think it should be fine. Now I'll hook up the steering rods again, and yeah. Okay guys, got the links back in. Got some proper washers in there now. So yeah, for steering it's really good now. I towed it in a little bit. So when you're going straight, when the steering wheel is straight, this tire towed in a little tiny bit, 1/8 of an inch, and the same with that one. You can probably just see it on camera, just a little bit. It helps when you're going down the road straight. It helps for keeping it centered. Yeah, that's what I learned so far. But yeah, the steering should be good now. I want to work on another thing before I take the thing for another test ride, is putting some brakes on this thing, because there's no brakes on the back here. I know you can probably sneak a brake on that gear, but I want to try something. I've seen something on these cheap go-karts, just a bar going across the back, and there's like a little pad to push on the tire. I wanted to try it. I don't know if it will work or not, but I wanted to try it. It seems simple enough. Okay guys, working on the go-kart still, and I hooked up an e-brake. So there's a pivot point here. This can go up and down, and that runs to back here. There's a pivot point here, and on the other side with caps are welded on, and it runs in front of the tire about 1.5 inches. And when you pull the lever, it touches the tire. It's just running on a pivot system, so adjustable. So that should be good for somewhat brakes. We'll see. But now I think it's time to go test ride it. Okay guys, got it all out. Got it off the truck. Time to test out the brake. So that should work. And got fuel in it. And we're going to try out the steering. Should be way stronger now. So let's test it. Okay guys, just got done doing the speed test on it. I'll show it on the screen right now. But yeah, she did pretty good speed on this thing. Just the way it is set up right now with the bigger tires. I want to change out the back tires to like a 15 inch or a 16, not the 18. Then it'll have more torque for whipping around the yard. But yeah, this whole thing is pretty good. This brake setup, I actually don't mind it. Maybe if we put like a little pads on here, like rubber pads with a metal plate, and when it pushed against the tire, it really brakes. Because on gravel over there, when I pulled the lever, I can walk up the rear end on gravel. Okay guys, I didn't record or anything, but I added this roll bar in here. It was super simple to put it in. Just a piece of old bed frame. Welded it in here, onto the roll bar there, down, and connected it down here. Then I found this piece of scrap steel, looked pretty good for a bumper. So I welded that on, nice and solid. So yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. Now I think we're going to take it for another test drive and throw some paint on it. One more thing I did is added these little steel brackets with a piece of rubber bolted on, and then when you pull the lever, it breaks it nice. Rubber on rubber is way more aggressive for braking. Okay guys, just got it all done. Painted all nice and red. Looking cool. So yeah, so I think this thing is complete now. And yeah, so definitely look cool with the red. Well, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.